Hey there, West Michigan. Meteorologist Michael Behrens here with you. Thanks for watching 13 Plus. It's been a snowy start to the weekend across the region, especially with what came through on Friday. Got our first accumulation since that big one that came through in November. 4 inches of snowfall in South Haven. Plainwell picked up about 3.3. Saugatuck 3 inches. Fenville also at 3 inches. Those totals really dropped off though once you got into Kent County. Grand Rapids officially with just over half an inch, about 0.3 here at the 13 on your side studios, and over in Muskegon only a trace of snowfall reported on Friday. Of course, we did add to that some on Saturday, but totals have been pretty small and mostly unimpactful. It's been a great time to get out and enjoy some of the festive Christmas lights though. They always look beautiful on the fresh snow. This picture was from Friday night in Holland. Linda sent us this picture from Magic at the Mill. Beautiful shot there of all those pretty colored lights. Of course, we always love to share your photos here at 13 on your side, and you can send them to me on social media. Meteorologist Michael Behrens on Facebook and at Mike Behrens WX on Twitter and on Instagram. The temperature today hit a high at 34 in Grand Rapids, in Holland, 37 in Muskegon. Average this time of the year is 38, so just a little bit short of that. The forecast was for 36, hit 34. That's inside 3 degrees. Now 8 days in a row of just 5 misses in the last month of forecasting. When it comes to temperatures for your Sunday, we are expecting warmer conditions here in West Michigan. That's why 13 weather ball is lit up in red with those warmer temperatures ahead. The light wintry mix across the region tonight will keep the weather ball blinking bright though. View of the 13 weather ball sponsored by Tullymore Golf Resort. Across the region as of about 9:40, temperatures were still hanging around the freezing mark. 32 in Grand Rapids and Ionia, 33 in Holland. Just a little bit of wind chill out there. The winds overall pretty calm, mostly under 8 miles per hour across West Michigan, if not all the way calm as of the 9:40 mark. We're going to see a wind pattern through the rest of tonight that will stay pretty calm. Winds mostly around 2 to 6 miles per hour, occasionally dropping to calm conditions. They'll pick up some as we head through tomorrow, but we won't likely see gusts much above the 10 to 15 mile per hour mark, with most of the winds hanging around 3 to 8 sustained throughout the day. The day planner for tonight shows temperatures that won't drop any lower than 31, with the cloudy skies and scattered wintry mix around. Sunday, cloudy skies and warmer, 39 your high in the afternoon. Can't rule out a sprinkle or two as the clouds are overhead that could see a little bit of moisture come out of them. The dry things out though as we head toward Monday. Partly cloudy skies, cool temperatures, high 37 for Monday afternoon. The radar was still showing those scattered areas of light snow as of 9:40, and then again across the region, scattered snow and sprinkles that go all the way down through Indiana. You can see some of that moisture still back out in Wisconsin. That'll be around again as we head into Sunday. The hour-by-hour forecast here shows that scattered light wintry mix mostly dying off as we head through tonight. The cloud cover still around in force as we head into Sunday. Again, we'll watch for a stray sprinkle, a little bit of light rain, maybe a flake or two that comes out as we head throughout the day, but it's mostly going to be a dry day, and anything that falls from the sky really going to be a nuisance more than a major impact. As we head into Sunday night, that starts to dry up as well. We turn mostly cloudy, and by Monday, we'll be partly cloudy heading throughout the day, but cloud cover will reinforce itself as we head toward Tuesday. Partly cloudy skies continue through Monday night, becoming mostly cloudy by Tuesday morning. We're still dry as we head through Tuesday despite the cloud cover, but that too won't last much longer. We'll watch our bigger weather system out toward the west that will head our way as we go toward Wednesday. Tuesday night still looking dry here across West Michigan, same for early Wednesday, but as we work our way toward the midday Wednesday, showers, rain and snow both come into the picture. This will be around throughout the overnight hours Wednesday and into Thursday morning. So Thursday morning certainly going to be a slippery morning commute out there. You'll want to wake up with 13 before you head out the door into this mess for Thursday morning into Thursday afternoon. Showers, rain and snow continue through the day Thursday into Friday, with some lake effect scattered snow that could be possible as we head through Friday and even into Saturday before things completely wrap up across the region. But the two biggest days we're looking at for precipitation in the coming forecast certainly going to be the second half of Wednesday and all of the day on Thursday. Temperatures as we head through the overnight Saturday and into early Sunday, again, not going to move too much from where we're at right now. We'll be hanging around in the 30s early on Sunday morning. Low 30s for our northern zones. Again, with that scattered wintry mix overnight, temperatures will be around 31 Grand Rapids, 32 in Kalamazoo. Heading through the day Sunday, again, we warm up better than where we were for Saturday. Upper 30s to low 40s with cloudy skies and a sprinkle or two possible. We'll see upper 30s in our northern zones with temperatures that'll be around 39 in Grand Rapids, 41 in Kalamazoo. 13 on your side, 10-day outlook. Temperatures will stay near average as we head through the first half of the forecast. Again, that rain and snow comes in as we head through Wednesday, especially the second half of the day. Continues on Thursday and starts to become more widely scattered by Friday and Saturday. You notice a downward trend in the temperatures toward the end of the forecast, though. We go from the upper 30s in the start of the 10-day all the way to a high of just 29 by the end of the forecast. While that snow here in West Michigan is mostly a nuisance, across the country a major winter storm is impacting thousands. 5 feet of snow is expected in the mountains of California, and tens of thousands are without power statewide. Here's ABC News' Jareen Shaw in Sacramento.
Tonight, a powerful storm system beginning to sweep across the country. Heavy snow blanketing parts of the west. In Washington state, the snowfall causing rough travel conditions on roadways. This 18-wheeler jackknifed off to the side of the highway. Stranded cars littering the roads. Over in the northern plains, blizzard conditions. Over 9 inches of snowfall reported in Sioux Falls, South Dakota late this week. This wrecked semi toppling over to the side off this highway. In California, extreme snowfall in the mountains, over a foot of snow in some areas already. People here in Sacramento telling me the rain is the heaviest they've seen in a long time.
I mean, it's crazy. It ain't been like this in years.
And wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Those power lines right there smashing down onto this car. We spoke to Christy Partney, who says the power poles looked a little strange and were leaning as she drove down the road.
And there was a huge power line going across the top of my car. It's probably total.
And the rain is coming down hard. Crews behind me are urgently working to fix the power right now. Scenes like this throughout California, nearly 40,000 customers without power. Zoreen Shah, ABC News, Sacramento.
With all of this slippery weather around, it's a good time to remember that driving in winter can be a challenge and staying in control is not always easy. One way to make it safer, though, is to know how and when to react before you get into trouble. Earlier this week, I was invited to join the Michigan State Police in Lansing at their test track to learn how losing control of a vehicle feels and how to bring that control back. As we head deeper into December, the threats for icy and slippery road conditions in West Michigan are only going to rise. That's why the Michigan State Police want you to be prepared. Sergeant John Looney with the Precision Driving Unit says the tips are simple to stay safe this winter season.
Time, distance, and speed reduction is what we want people to know. Plan more time for getting from point A to point B because it's going to take you a lot longer to get there on the slippery roads.
Avoiding losing control is always the best course of action, but it's not always possible. Sometimes you enter something called a skid.
There's an understeer skid. That's when you try to turn the vehicle and the vehicle continues to travel in a straight line. Or an oversteer skid. That's when the back end of the car comes around and wants to lead the vehicle. Get your feet off the brake, get your feet off the accelerator, and look and steer in the direction that you want to go.
You may not know how to picture this by hearing it, so that's why we joined Sergeant Ryan Davis at the MSP training course in Lansing to go hands-on.
What we're teaching is, instead of hitting the brake, which most people do when they start to panic, is to actually drive out of it, steer out of it.
I'm pretty certain the unintentional loss of control, when we weren't trying to just see how it feels, I'm pretty sure that's because I was not looking at the pole. I think I looked more toward the hood like you warned about.
Yep. It is very common, so that's one of the biggest things that we try to teach out here is just getting your eyes out instead of staring straight down.
Yeah.
Center it. A little harder. There you go. Woo! Good job. I thought you were going around on that one.
Now, having been behind the wheel both for a loss of control and a recovery, it really is all about knowing the steps to take. Look through the windshield toward where you want the car to go, steer into the spin, and most of all, don't panic. You follow those steps, there's a good chance a loss of control can end without an incident. And now that you're up to date on the weather from here in West Michigan, around the country, and some useful tips for winter driving, there's always more to be found at 13onyourside.com or by downloading the 13 on Your Side news and weather apps. But for now, thanks for watching 13 Plus. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens.